In example 3C, we are still working with the same circle. So this time we want to write the general form of the equation of this circle. Okay, so just to recap, what have we done with this circle so far? Well, in part A, we graphed the circle by hand. Okay, in doing that, we had to convert the equation of the circle into standard form. We also had to identify the center and the radius of the circle. And then in part B, we found the x and y intercepts of the graph of the circle, both in exact form and as decimal approximations. So like I said, we're going to be working with the same circle, but now we're going to write down the general form of the equation of this circle. Okay, so what do we know about the circle's equation so far? Well, it was given to us in blue. We divided all parts by 2 and ended up with this equation in this little cloud figure. And that is the standard form of the equation of this circle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Okay, so the standard form, which is not the general form, but the standard form of the equation of this circle is going to be x plus 4. I think that's it. Let me double check. Yes, x plus 4 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared is equal to 25. Okay, so we're asked instead to write down the general form of the equation of this circle. Okay, so general form, like I said, is different. Okay, let's go back to page 3 where we talked about the equation of a circle. So in the yellow box is what standard form looks like, and I told you, out of the two forms of the equation of a circle, standard form is preferred, but sometimes you do have to deal with general form. So if you scroll down and look in the other box, this x squared plus y squared plus ax plus by plus c equals 0, that's the general form of the equation of the circle. Okay, so I'm going to go back and write this down. Okay, we have to convert basically this standard form into this general form. Okay, and again, that is x squared plus y squared plus ax plus by plus c equals 0. Okay, so it's not bad to do this, it's just a little tedious. Okay, all you have to do is, so I'm going to write this down, to convert standard form to general form, multiply out the standard form. Okay, so let's write down our standard form once again. Okay, so we've got x plus 4 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared is equal to 25. Okay, we just have to multiply it out and basically rearrange the terms so they look like general form. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, if you have x plus 4 squared, that means you need to do x plus 4 times x plus 4. Okay, and then if you have y minus 1 squared, that and we're adding that amount, we need to do y minus 1 times y minus 1. We've got to multiply it by itself. Okay, and then on the other side we have this 25. Okay, so I'm going to come out to the side and I'm going to do some work. I'm going to use the box method to do x plus 4 times x plus 4, and I'll put that in blue. All right, so if we have x plus 4 times x plus 4, okay, make a box, multiply each pair. So x times x is x squared, 4 times x is 4x, x times 4 is also 4x, and then 4 times 4 is 16. So the result of multiplying out x plus 4 times x plus 4 is going to be these 4 terms in the boxes. So x squared plus 4x plus 4x plus 16. Okay, and then we have to do another box to multiply out y minus 1 and y minus 1. Okay, so this time we're going to get y times y as y squared. Y times negative 1 is negative y. Negative 1 times y is negative y, and then negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Okay, so you are adding the result of this multiplication, because remember, standard form has a plus sign in the middle. Okay, so this plus sign is this plus sign. Okay, the result of multiplying y minus 1 times y minus 1 is going to be y squared minus y plus 1. Okay, and then you still have the 25 on the other side. All right, so we're getting there. It's starting to look like general form. Okay, notice one key thing about general form is that one side has to be 0. So we need to move this 25 over. Okay, so since it's positive, we're going to subtract 25 from both sides. Okay, and we're almost done. Okay, what's going to happen now on the right side of the equal sign? The 25 minus 25 is going to turn into 0, and we basically need to, combine like terms on the left side. Okay, when you're combining like terms, you have to have the same variables raised to the same powers. So you can combine an x squared with an x squared, or a y squared with a y squared, a number with a number, an x term with an x term, a y term with a y term, and so on and so forth. Okay. We're also going to try to combine them and write them in this general form, where we put the x squared term first, then the y squared term, then the x term, then the y term, then just the number. Okay, we're going to try to follow that pattern. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'm going to keep track of what we're doing. Let's write down the x squareds first. Okay, and as I do them, I'm going to scratch them out. Okay, so we don't lose track of what we've counted and what we haven't counted. Okay, this is the only piece I see with an x squared. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write it down. Okay, and then what goes next? According to general form, the y squared term goes next. Okay, so we need to write that down. Okay, so I only see one y squared term, that's right there. So we're going to have plus y squared. Actually, let me change this. Let's do x squared plus y squared. Okay, then what goes next? Okay, next we want to write all the terms that have just an x. Okay, so we need to look for those guys. Okay, so I see a 4x and a 4x, and that's all I see, so I need to combine them. 4x plus 4x is going to be 8x. Okay, so scratch those out because we're done with them. So we're going to write plus 8x. Okay, the next thing we need to write down are the y pieces. Okay, so let's go look for those. I see a y and a y. Okay, so we have to combine these guys. We have negative 1 times y minus y. Okay, so remember, if we're combining them, we just need to add the numbers in front. So negative 1 plus negative 1 is going to be negative 2. So we're going to have minus 2y. Okay, we've used these so we can scratch them out. And then all that's left are numbers. Okay, I have positive 16 plus 1, that's 17. 17 minus 25 is going to be minus 8. Okay, and that's it. Okay, everything we've combined like terms and we've rearranged it to look like this general form. Okay, that's it. Okay, let me write this a little closer. Let me put the equal 0. Okay, this is going to be your final answer right here. Let me box it. Okay, this is the general form right here. Okay, so like I said, it's not bad to do, it's just tedious. Okay, so you just need to take the standard form, multiply it all out, okay, and then combine like terms and rearrange them so that they fit the mold for the general form. We're done.